Welcome to the It Had to Be God family. I'm Ava, and today I'm excited to share a transformative message that has the power to change your perspective and ignite your faith, recognizing the signs that God is preparing you for something big. Our brand, born out of faith, prayer, and a deep desire to make a difference, knows firsthand how life's heaviest moments can be the very soil from which God's greatest blessings grow. There was a time when answers felt distant, when the weight of uncertainty clouded every day, but in those moments, God's unfailing love remained a steady light. That love became the heartbeat of It Had to Be God, a brand that's much more than clothing or journals. It's a message, a mission to spread hope and remind everyone that through every challenge, every victory, it had to be God. Every purchase you make helps bring meals, shelter, and support to those fighting unseen battles. When you wear or use our products, you join a movement that spreads light, faith, and purpose. So today, whether you're watching alone or with friends, I invite you to open your heart to the signs God might be sending you, because He's preparing you for something extraordinary. Have you felt it? A stirring deep inside that won't let you rest, like your soul is whispering there's more for you than what you're living now? Restlessness isn't just discomfort, it's a divine tap on your shoulder. Look at Moses, raised in luxury but unsettled in his soul against the odds and the comfort he knew. He stepped into the unknown because God was preparing him for a destiny to lead a nation. That same divine stirring might be waking you up. It could be subtle, a dream that doesn't fade, a persistent thought, an unexplainable pull toward change. For me, there was a time when my own work and life felt stagnant. I felt restless but unsure where God was leading me. Through prayer, I realized He was inviting me out of the familiar and into a new purpose. Have you experienced moments like this? This restlessness is not a curse, but a sign. God is preparing your heart for something big, and He's inviting you to trust the process. One of the most difficult signs of preparation is when doors close suddenly and unexpectedly. It can feel like rejection or failure, but often it's protection. At It Had to Be God, we faced our own closed doors. A key partnership ended abruptly, leaving uncertainty and fear. But in that same season, God opened doors to new collaborations and creative opportunities beyond what we imagined. Joseph's story gives us hope here. Betrayed by his brothers and imprisoned unjustly, it seemed all was lost. Yet God's plan was unfolding, preparing Joseph to become a leader who would save many lives. Have you faced a door closing recently? Instead of despair, see it as God redirecting your path, protecting you from less than His best and preparing you for a breakthrough. As God works behind the scenes, you may find your gifts and passions emerging or transforming. These are clear signs of preparation. For It Had to Be God, discovering the power of storytelling, art, and faith expression through clothing and journals was a divine revelation. We realized God was gifting us tools to inspire and encourage others. David was anointed as a king long before his time, armed with gifts no one else saw yet. God was preparing him in the field, shaping a shepherd to lead. You might be feeling a new passion bubbling up, a skill developing, or a desire to serve in new ways. Embrace these desires. They are God's way of equipping you for His plans. Think about how you can cultivate your talents today through prayer, education, or simply practicing what you love. Your unique gifts are part of the big purpose God has for you. Preparation isn't comfortable. It often comes wrapped in testing and challenge. Jesus spent 40 days in the wilderness facing temptation and spiritual testing. This wasn't punishment. It was crucial training, strengthening Him for His ministry. Your challenges are your spiritual boot camp. They grow your patience, faith, and resilience. There were seasons at It Had to Be God where obstacles threatened to overwhelm us, but leaning into faith, we found strength we never knew we had. If you're in a tough place right now, remember, God is honing your character and fortifying your spirit for something amazing ahead. Keep praying, keep pushing forward. The test will become testimony. When it seems like the journey is unclear, God sends confirmations to encourage and guide you. These might come as encouraging words from a friend, an unexpected opportunity, or a peaceful assurance during prayer. One of our community members shared how a random encounter lifted their spirits and renewed their faith just when they were ready to give up. That moment reminded them, God is with you, guiding every step. Stay alert for these signs. They're God's whispers saying, you're on the right path. At It Had to Be God, we celebrate these moments because they remind us, and you, that God's presence and promises never fail. Waiting is hard. We live in a world of instant everything, but God's timing requires something different. Joseph waited years for God's promises to come true. During his waiting, he grew in wisdom and faith. Your waiting season is not wasted time. It's an incredible opportunity to grow closer to God, gain insight, and prepare fully. At It Had to Be God, we want to encourage you in these moments with products and messages that remind you God's plans are worth the wait. Use the season well. Invest in prayer, learning, and self-care. Your big breakthrough is on its way. Preparation meets opportunity when you take bold action. Faith requires movement, stepping out even when the path isn't fully clear. At It Had to Be God, we believe every bold step inspired by God's leading brings you closer to your destiny. Join us, subscribe, share this message, and explore our faith-inspired clothing and journals that empower you to live boldly. Every purchase supports God's work in the lives of those in need. Your story, your faith, your boldness can inspire others. Lord, thank you for preparing us for the big things ahead. Strengthen our faith when we doubt, give us courage when we fear, and help us recognize your hand in every moment. May our lives reflect your glory and purpose. Through every challenge, big victory, and quiet moment, it truly had to be you, Lord. Amen.